What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tika, and welcome back to another video. I know my background is looking a little bit different, but that's because I am in a hotel, and so I'm just working with the lighting that I have, which is little to none. It's real ugly in here right now. But anyway, I just wanted to jump straight into it. So boom, as some of you know, some of you may not know, I just recently got my CDL license. And in this video today, I'm going to talk about total transportation, and I'm going to go and talk about, trucking and how did I get my license and all of that other stuff like that. So I went to Tampa truck driving school, or Tampa truck, whatever, however you say it, Tampa driving truck school. And basically that was a really great school. I loved everybody there. If you are in Florida or if you are in the Tampa Bay area and you are looking for a school, definitely look into Tampa driving truck school. Look at the reviews. Do your research on the school. It's a really great school. All of the teachers at that school are amazing, and they literally want to see you win. Like, if you go to that school and you don't pass, it's because you just didn't do something right, or it's just not for you, because those teachers, those instructors, those trainers are going to make sure that you pass, and they're going to give you all the materials that you need to pass. They're going to make sure that you make it out. So definitely, if you guys are looking for a school in the Tampa area, look into that one. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So anyway, I right now am with Total Transportation. I just finished my third day of orientation, and I'm just going to tell you guys what I think so far. So for day one of orientation, first let me just tell you guys, they pay for you to go to school. So let's say, for instance, you want to get your CDL license, but you don't have the money to get your CDLs. Total Transportation, it's a good starter company. So they say. I mean, I haven't started working for them yet, but a lot of people say, and from my research, it's a good starting company, and they will pay to get your pay for your CDLs, which is what they did for me. However, the school that I went to, they found this job for me, because I don't know anything about truck driving jobs, nothing. So they found that they actually work with Total. My school partnered with Total and a couple other different companies, so that once the students graduate, they can just go straight into their field. So anyway, they pay for me to go to school, which is, I obviously have to pay them back with my paychecks after, I think, starting in 3 months of me working. They're going to start deducting the money out. They pay for my school. They pay for my flight here. It's located in Mississippi, so I'm from Florida. They pay for me to fly out here. They also provide food for you, and what else? They pay you for orientation. So first of all, my first day here, it was a little rough for me, because for number one, when I got on the plane and I got off, I was at the airport for like 2-3 hours. In the email that Total sent to me, it basically, that my recruiter, she sent to me, it basically said to call this number. They gave me a number, and it was for the taxi to come pick me up from the airport. When I landed, I called that number, and I'm just like, the guy didn't answer at first. So then in the email it said, if that number don't answer, call the hotel that I'll be staying at. So I called the hotel and I let them know, like, hey, I'm at the airport, I'm waiting, blah blah blah. I called the taxi, no one answered. So are you able to come and pick me up? In my email it said this and the third. So the guy was like, oh well, I'm at the front desk, but I can try to swing by and get you. All right, so I'm like, okay. He said it's gonna be a minute. So mind you guys, when I get off the plane, I had told the guy, I said, okay, well, I'm in here and I'm getting my luggage. And he was like, oh, okay, it's going to be a minute anyway. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be a minute. So I got time to grab my luggage. So after I grabbed my luggage, I noticed that one of my luggages were missing. I had two. I had a big duffel bag and I had a small duffel bag. And as all the luggages are coming out on the little thing, whatever it's called, I noticed that my small luggage did not come out. So by this time, I'm like freaking out, because I need my luggage. Like, that has all of my personal hygiene products. It has everything that I needed for me to be here. So I go to the I go to the lost luggage or the misplaced, whatever the little, I go to the lady and she was just pretty much getting all my information in, and she was like, oh, it looks like your luggage was checked in, because this will happen. They had me come from Tampa to fly to Baltimore and go from Baltimore to Mississippi. I don't understand why I had to go that far just to get here, but it was a mess. So apparently my bag did make it to Baltimore with me. They checked it into Baltimore, but when it got to Baltimore is when it got left on the plane. It didn't come to Mississippi with me. So wherever they went, wherever the plane went after they dropped me off to Mississippi is where my bag went, and apparently it went to New York. So I'm like, oh my God, I was very upset. I was so irritated because I'm just like, what the freak? Like, what is going on? Why is my luggage not with me? Why am I even have to go through this right now? Like, it was just a mess, and I was very irritated. So in the process of me doing all that in the lady's office, you know, letting her write my claim up for my lost baggage or whatever, after all that, she gave me some numbers to call and to keep in contact with so I can get my luggage. She was going to have them reroute my bag back to Mississippi so I can pick it up, or they can bring it to me, whichever one was best. And so I go outside, and I'm out there for about 30 minutes, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I don't see anybody coming by. So I call the hotel again, and I'm like, hey, I don't know if you came by, but I was inside grabbing my luggage and getting my things together. And he was like, oh yeah, I just left him up there. I circled the airport like 2 and 3 times. I blew my horn and no one came, and I didn't see anybody. And I'm just like, oh. He was like, so yeah, and I can't leave because I'm at the front desk, so you're gonna have to call the taxi again. So immediately I get even more aggravated because I'm just like, oh my God. But I'm just like, okay, sir, hang up the phone with him. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, my thing is this, like, even if you did circle the block, blow your horn, or whatever the case may be, why didn't you just call my phone? Like, you had my number because I called you from my number. You could have called my phone when you got outside and told me, like, hey, I'm in this color car, or this color van, or this color truck. I'm wearing this. Come on outside. Like, even if you was outside and I was outside and you circled the block and you blew your horn, do you really think I would have known it was you at an airport when it's like 40 people waiting on their rides? Do you really think I would have known that it was you? So either way it go, whether I was out there waiting for you or whether I was inside waiting for you, I wouldn't have known you were there either way, because you didn't call me and tell me you were outside. So it was just like a, right then and there, I was immediately upset. So then I called the taxi and I'm like, hey, I'm at the airport and I was given by the company Total Transportation, and I need a ride to the hotel, blah, 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 blah. So he's like, oh, well, I'm way across town. You're going to have to wait. So I'm like, Immediately, I'm aggravated. He was like, but it's a couple taxis around there. Go and see if one of them take you. So I see this taxi riding back and forth, you know, but he wasn't like, he was like right across on the other side of the airport. Like, I seen him riding back and forth. So I'm like, okay, maybe somebody already called him. Maybe he's waiting for somebody else. I don't want to just go across the streets and tell him, hey, I need a ride. So, because, you know, I don't know. I'm not from here, and I'm not just trying to. It was a big old mess. Long story short, y'all, I sat outside the airport for a total of maybe 2 hours. So then I called my recruiter, because by this time I'm getting scared, I'm getting nervous, I'm getting upset, I'm getting anxious. My anxiety is kicking in, and I'm just like, at this point, over it and ready to go home. My luggage is lost. I can't get a ride to the airport. It's just too much. So I called my recruiter and I'm like, listen, I've been out here for 2 hours. I done called the taxi, I done called the hotel, and it's just, no one's coming to get me. And it's really starting to be bothersome, and I just need somebody to please come and get me. And she was really nice about it, and she was like, okay, well, let me just call you an Uber. She calls me an Uber. The Uber comes. Get in the Uber, and the girl that was driving, she was younger, and she was on her phone texting the whole time. I'm in a car with her, and I'm just like, oh my God. She texting and she driving, and then her back seat was like so dirty. It looked like she literally just took her kids out the back seat and just came to pick up an Uber. Looked like some kids had French fries on the ground. It was just a mess. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, then, but I didn't say anything. I'm just like, okay, as long as I can get to where I gotta go and not be stranded in a whole other state, I'm fine. So I get to the hotel, and immediately when I get out the car at the hotel, I'm just like, okay, this is what this is about. I come in, and it's not that the hotel was bad, but it wasn't good. It's not a place that I was comfortable at. So I get out and I check in or whatever, and I come to the room, and when the first thing I noticed is it was like some red dye on the floor. And at that time, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, what the hell is this? It better be the murder scene in here, because it was like bright red on the ground, which I'm gonna show some videos of that somewhere up in here. So I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? So immediately I'm just like, oh no, this is not gonna happen. And I'm just like, okay, so boom. But overall, the room was not that bad, but it's not a place that I would just want to, it's not a place that I just feel 100% comfortable at. So anyway, after all of that, day one of orientation, we go to orientation, and it was okay. It was a lot of information. They have it set up to where you basically, instead of you filling out paperwork, everything is like on your phone through an app. So it makes it a lot easier to complete, because it's on your phone through an app, and it's quicker versus having to fill out a whole bunch of documents and paper. So that was day one. And then day two, we just kind of went over a lot of information about trucking, how they want you to like the safety precautions, and we watched a lot of boring long videos, and then we went to the clinic to get our physicals and our drug screens and our hair follicles done. That took I got there at 12. I didn't leave out that clinic until about 5 o'clock. That was draining. It was just, it took way too long, because I started on a Monday. After we did those little boring videos, we ended up leaving the orientation early so that we can make it to the clinic in time before the clinic closed. And I didn't leave out that clinic until 5 o'clock. I got there at like 12:30, didn't leave until 5. Way too long. It's too much going on. That was day two. Day three was today. Today was our last day in orientation. So today we had to do like this little physical test where you have to climb up and down this little table thing to see if you can get in and out of a truck using 3 points of contact, the back of the truck or the trailer. And then you had to go up underneath this thing, walk up underneath this thing, and it's like an example as if you'll be walking underneath your trailer. And then we had to pick up these heavy weights and just lift them 20 times off the ground. Oh my God. Then we had to pull 200 pounds. And I'm just like, why do we got to do all this if we're not going to be doing anything as far as touching freight? We're literally going to be driving, open up the back of the trailers, and dropping off the loads. That's it. Like, why are we having to do so much physical work when we're not even going to be touching any freight? I didn't understand that part. But whatever, did that. And then after that, they have like this shuttle bus that take you places. Like, let's say for instance, like, because a lot of us are from out of town, we're not from here, so it's a shuttle, like a little van that pretty much takes us to and from our hotel to the job. And then on Wednesdays, which is today, they take us to Walmart to pick up like anything that we need, like food or clothes or personal hygiene products, whatever it is that you need at a Walmart, they'll take you there. And so today, that's what we did after we left the job. After we left Total, we went to Walmart in the van, and we all got us like some food and stuff. They also pay you for orientation. Orientation pay is $320, but they do tax, so you walk away with $225. And they tax you based on your state. So they take like $90, $95 from you, I think it is, and they tax that, and whatever is left from the tax, they'll put it on the check that you'll be receiving next Friday. So yeah, did that. I would say overall orientation was okay. Very boring, very long, but it was okay. Now because I came in on a Monday, which I feel like is the stupidest thing ever for them to even have it set up this way, but because orientation is only 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are off up until Monday. Monday is when we're going to go to the backing range and do like some practicing on some backing. They only do that if you're a student. Like, practicing some back end and pretty much for that whole week, and they're going to take you to ride around on the road to see if you're comfortable and pretty much prepare you for your trainer. After that Friday, they're going to introduce us to our trainers, and then we're on the road from then. I guess that Friday or either that next day, we're going to be on the road with our trainers. So that's next week, but I have a whole 4 days to be here, and I'm just like, I'm ready to get in the truck. Like, I'm ready to start, because you have to complete 175 hours before you get in your own truck, and I'm just ready to get all of this completed so that I can just start driving. Like, I'm over it. I'm ready to start driving. I'm ready to start making money. They do pay you $90 a day for training. You get paid every Friday. However, the paycheck that we're going to be getting next Friday is only going to be for 4 days, I think 4 days, because, and it's only going to be about $400 and something, because they pretty much gave us the $225 out of that week money, like, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, like I said, oh yeah, and they feed you. The only thing they don't feed you is breakfast. Like, I mean, you get like a little bit of, like a little bagel. I mean, not a bagel. You get like a little muffin and like a little breakfast little bar, really small, or like an orange and orange juice and apple juice in the morning at the hotel, but that doesn't do anything for you. But they feed you some really good food. Like, we have fried chicken and beans and butter bread, and then the other day we had a loaded baked potato with some chips, and the day before that we had some really good old sandwiches with bacon and cheese and ham and turkey, and it was really good. And then today we had pasta, corn on the cob, and cornbread. Like, they feed you real good food. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's one thing about it. But if I'm not mistaken, they said for the rest of this week, today's only Wednesday, so for the rest of this week we have to feed ourselves. That's why they let us go to Walmart so that we can go and get all the things that we need to feed ourselves. And yeah, so far everything is looking cool. I am ready to go home to my babies because my kids are missing me so much, and I've only been gone since Sunday. But man, my kids are missing me like crazy, and I am missing them like crazy. But I know next Friday, if they don't have because they don't have many female trainers. I was told if they don't have female trainers available, either I can wait here at the hotel or I can get sent home and I can come back when the trainer is available. More than likely, I'll go home and wait for my trainer to be available, because I'm not getting in a vehicle with the male, because I'm just not comfortable. They did say that a lot of the women trainers are booked up and they get taken really fast, but I'm willing to wait. However, they did say that if they don't have any over-the-road trainers, females available, they'll stick you with someone that's local, and you'll just have to ride out with them and get dropped back off to the hotel every day. Now, I did say, if they only have male local trainers, I will get in a car with the male local trainer. As long as I don't have to sleep in the truck with that male, I'm fine with it. Because one of the girls here got sexually assaulted by one of the trainers, and I'm just like not comfortable at all. I don't want to be put in a situation to where I'm having to get off the truck in the middle of nowhere because this guy is sexually assaulting me. And nowadays people are weird, and I just don't want to even have anything to do with that. So I prefer a woman for sure. Like, bottom line, I for sure want a woman trainer. When I first got here, I was like, I don't care if I have a man or a woman, but after that situation, I'll take a woman, because at least I can beat her ass if she tried me, or at least, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to, you know. So anyway, so far, like I said, things are looking good. They have really good benefits. However, I don't know if I want to enroll in any of the benefits until I know for a fact that this is the job that I want to be at for a while. And right now, I don't really know if that's the case, but they start you off at 41 cents a mile if you are a student driver. I'm a student driver, so I don't get started off with much. You have 175 hours to complete over the road, which is approximately 4 weeks. Sometimes it could be longer depending on your situation and how fast you're moving and how fast you're processing whatever it is they need you to understand. And what else? yeah, like, if you guys have any other questions that I could possibly answer for you guys, I would be more than happy to do so. If I left out anything, I'll probably add it in like another video. So yeah, y'all, like, also if you are looking into getting your CDLs, or you are trying to get your permits, I have all of the answers to the test that you take at the DMV if you're in the state of Florida. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if all the tests are the same, but I do have the answers to all the tests. So if you guys do want me to make a video and giving you the test questions and the answers that will be at the DMV when you go and get your permits, I will do that. And yeah, like, that's all I have. That's all I got for you guys today. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or advice, or anything, comment down below. Please don't be afraid. Comment down below. I'll respond. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe to your girl video, because I got more trucking videos that I'll be pulling out soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.